It's all starting to make sense, folks. At first, I thought this gal was just, freakishly strong. I thought she was just freakishly strong, had an aptitude for fighting and just strength in of itself. But no, it's more than just that. I just realized too that this is a fantasy anime. I thought it was, I didn't realize it was actually fantasy. Now I feel dumb because even in the description it says a fantasy about an elegant yet rebellious fighting. Now I may have mistaken that for like fiction. All fiction is pretty much fantasy at the end of the day when you think about it. But there are genres of fantasy where it goes a little bit above and beyond just the norm, the common stuff. Did I just miss the kick? Well, anyways, yeah, the silver hair, the monstrous strength, all this, and her fighting prowess is due to the fact that she has a blessing. Now, this blessing is what now? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. But let me just read the description real quick. Maybe that will give us some insight here. Let's see. In the middle of the ball, Scarlet's fiance constantly calls off her engagement. She's falsely accused of being a bully, and people unfairly call her a villainess. The aristocrats and noble families all denounced her for years. Let's see. Nothing there. She had to put up with the abuse and idiocy, but she can't take any more of it. At her wit's end, she asks for one last favor to give him a good fist in the face. So begins Scarlet's story of revenge against Kyle and his cronies, a fantasy about elegant yet rebellious fighter who doesn't let anyone take advantage of her. Okay, so it doesn't really give any insight to where the powers come from. Doesn't really explain anything. So yeah, I'm left to my own devices. It's probably, the blessings from the gods or stuff like that. Not really sure on all that. But yeah, so far what we know is she can enhance her strength. So she can like just get really strong and have a powerful punches, powerful kicks. And of course, she seems to have, a good grasp with just fighting abilities in combat in of itself. And then she can also boost her agility, enhance her speed and be able to go fast. So she can run quickly, move fast, stuff like this. So you combine that with her freakish strength, she's pretty much just a tank at this point. Um, oh yeah, and then one of the other big things that is just overpowered, but she explains that if she uses it for too many times in a short period of time, it will cost her her life. So she can't use it, all the time, and that's to reverse time. Yeah, I mean, bro, she's just OP as hell. Reverse time. Like, and that's how she was able to get rid of the slave's crest that pretty much just controls his entire being to have to obey every single order that his master, lays upon him and commands him to do. So there you have it, guys. This is all starting to make sense. Of course, of course, it's right there. It's a fantasy, you got goddesses and blessings and alchemy and mages and stuff like that. Who could have thought? Oh man, I feel so dumb now. At first, like I said, I thought this was just more like a grassroots. This is like back in the old days, maybe the 18, like 1900s. I don't know, back in the days, where there was no technology, and they had kings and queens, and I just thought she just trained all her life and is just able to fight. But no, there's more than meets the eye when it comes to this anime called May I Ask for One Final Thing. And of course, Scarlet, we've met her, Julius. And now I'm starting to wonder exactly what powers does everyone else have. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure they have their own powers themselves, but they're not revealing it due to the fact that they want their strengths and weaknesses hidden for they don't just expose them for those strengths and weaknesses. They even go on about how one of the aristocrats do just that. They infiltrate by sending a maid into every noble household, find out their secrets, and then exploit that secret and make them do go into the slave trade thing, which is obviously illegal in this anime. Which is why Scarlet really didn't get in trouble for beating the crap out of everyone in episode 1. And they reiterated that in the beginning of the episode. Let's see if I can get there. Right here. And you can see she beat everyone up. And of course, because she beat up like at least 20 to 30 people here. She, like I said, if she overuses it, it does kind of like sap her weight. Like her acceleration and stuff, like her strength stuff, probably does just sap away her stamina. But when it comes to like the whole, oh yeah, reversing time, yeah, you can see here she's collapsing, and yeah, she passes out right there, boom. But of course, when she uses her leg, bro, she just became more badass. I think they call her the blood stained princess or something. I don't even know, a noble woman. So yeah, she explains the whole dynamic of using her power here to this guy when he takes away his crest and says, "Oh, I can't use it or I'll die." And yeah, this scene was insane too, bro. Like, bro was naked the whole entire time this happened. But yeah, guys, now it's all starting to make sense. Who would have thought, huh? Now I just feel a little bit more dumber. But now we are educated. Hooray.